Is it permissible to use text-to-speech on YouTube? I'm curious about why YouTube plans to demonetize text-to-speech channels in 2023. Currently, we observe a trend of YouTube demonetizing channels this year, and this is just the beginning for text-to-speech. AI is evolving too rapidly in automation on YouTube, and many creators are already feeling anxious about this situation. I've had conversations with many of my agency colleagues and other content creators on this platform who are facing the challenge of producing content with text-to-speech. I am Madeline. Let's get started. I've received messages from people asking me if using text-to-speech is still allowed on YouTube. Today I'll be addressing this question and providing evidence to support my answer. I'm not sure why you're using text to be transformed into speech. I don't know your personal reasons, but I can share why people find using text-to-speech useful. Firstly, I can share the reasons why I personally find it useful. Firstly, when trying to reach an audience that speaks a different language, such as targeting people in the United States, English speakers, discussing topics related to YouTube, using my own language wouldn't make much sense. As you can see in this video, I speak in Romanian and I use text-to-speech to dub the voice in English so you can understand what I'm saying. So text-to-speech becomes an efficient tool for me to communicate with you. Secondly, many people opt for text-to-speech because they may not feel comfortable speaking in front of the camera or using a microphone. Or maybe they simply don't like how their voice sounds, or they don't have the resources to buy a microphone. This allows them to express themselves without the need to record. And third, some people choose text-to-speech because it allows them to create content efficiently and rapidly. It is undeniable that artificial intelligence plays a significant role in the future of video creation due to its speed and user-friendly nature. Perhaps someday we will rely entirely on AI to produce our videos. In fact, I believe this is already happening, especially in YouTube automation. Considering all these aspects, from my experience in the agency, I believe it is essential to consider the primary purpose of YouTube and how we can use tools like text-to-speech in that context. First and foremost, let's think about how YouTube was designed as a platform to keep people engaged in watching videos. This is how the algorithm works. However, there is an issue when it comes to using text-to-speech software on YouTube. Firstly, the voices used by these programs can be irritating to people. Secondly, it's important to know that you don't have the license for these voices, and many people end up using them repeatedly. And you know very well that YouTube doesn't like that. Lastly, there is also a misuse of robot voices by users. Many people tend to copy content from websites and input it into text-to-speech software without realizing that Google owns both YouTube and the Google search engine. This means that reusing the same content cannot be properly monetized. And this is why many people are concerned about repetitive content, auto-generated content, and why their channels are not allowed in the YouTube Partner Program. So, that's the reason, and I hope this simple explanation clarifies things for you. Of course, I can help you with that. Text-to-speech is allowed on YouTube, and it has always been allowed, and I believe it will continue to be allowed in the future, which means you have the freedom to use it. I'll provide examples of text-to-speech channels that demonstrate how it can be used effectively. One such channel is successful on YouTube by creating unique content. So, when you use text-to-speech, the first step is to create your original script, where you express your own ideas rather than relying on website content, as YouTube and Google own the domain. Also, make sure to convert your script into a text-to-speech format and create a video around it. Now, if you're feeling less motivated or don't want to invest time in research and writing, there are tools like ChatGPT that provide information based on what you're looking for. You can then take the generated text from ChatGPT, but make sure the generated text is original and not plagiarized. Of course, after ensuring that the text you're using is not plagiarized, you can be confident in its authenticity. It's important to note that being accepted into YouTube's partner program is not guaranteed. Together with my team, I manage over 30 YouTube channels, and no one can give you a clear guarantee that a YouTube channel will be monetized. We can only talk about chances. Now let me introduce you to the voices I've encountered on YouTube. I understand that some people use voices. I don't encourage this. If you prefer a voice, choose one that is engaging and sounds like a human voice. Avoid robotic voices, as they create the impression that your channel lacks authenticity. And think about whether you would follow a channel with a robotic voice. You would probably prefer to watch a real video and get the credibility you need. In addition, if someone encounters your video again and realizes it's from a channel with a robotic voice, they are likely to quit within the first few seconds, and they will perceive your channel as solely focused on monetization and not providing a clear solution to their problem. This can affect how all viewers perceive the content of your YouTube channel overall. The algorithm will also pick up on the lack of engagement and performance indicators. Here are 3 recommended options for text-to-speech software. The first option is free. As I mentioned earlier, many of us prefer tools when starting out before monetizing on YouTube. There is a technique called text-to-speech that you can look up. It's quite interesting to see how it works. I must admit it sounds pretty good. I recommend checking it out because I won't be demonstrating those samples in today's video. Another option worth considering is the script, especially if you're using a PC. It sounds truly like a professional voice, and the best thing is that you can customize your unique voice with it. And yes, you can create your own voice based on your vocal timbre. It's called text-to-speech clone voice. So, to conclude this video, using text-to-speech is completely allowed on YouTube. You just need to use it. I hope this information helps you. Subscribe and learn everything you need to know about YouTube automation.